Alrighty, here we go. My gosh, Kennywood, what the heck, man? You're like waiting. Or that's a glitch, I can't tell. I think that's a glitch. I just see one message that's like not even in the right spot on here, so don't know if that's a glitch. It might be a glitch, but anyways, that doesn't matter. Anyways, welcome everybody back to Planet Coaster in Wendleverse Park, of course. Our goal is to make this as realistic as possible, as usual, and we're gonna have a great time. I'm feeling some jazz tonight, so we're gonna jazz it up a little bit. Don't know what kind of jazz music's on Epidemic Sound, but we're gonna find out today. So, yeah. Oh, it does say it shows that you said hi right here. I think it's kind of glitched though. That's weird. It's kind of weird. It's showing up on this screen, but it's showing up on that screen. That's kind of bizarre. Announcements here. Isn't it great? Live 2 straight days in a row. I can't believe it. It's a Christmas miracle. Absolute Christmas miracle. I don't know if, like, if anyone's even really in here. It shows there. Oh, there we go. Yes, Silas, 2 days in a row. Like, are you surprised? I mean, you shouldn't be surprised. I mean, like a month or two, like a few weeks ago, that was like, well, maybe not like, more like a month ago, that was like the usual. I was streaming every day. I kind of want to get back into that, as long as I feel up to it, you know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, like it always is. Like I said, we're gonna listen to some jazz, get the party moving a little bit as we re-enter this world again today. I can't wait to get this done. Oh yeah, all the IAP. I was watching those as they came out. I had something going on earlier today. Got home actually, I would say not too long ago. So, you know what I'm saying? And I've been watching everything that's been going on at IAAPA. We saw a Big Bear Mountain car revealed. Pipeline, the Surf Coasters car got revealed. Wildcats Revenge got revealed. All those. Really, really cool. And there's a few others that I haven't mentioned yet, but really, really nice. I always love seeing all this stuff going on during IAAPA and everything. Always cool and fun. Really would love if I could go to IAAPA one day. I'd be like in heaven. That'd be like a dream of mine, just to actually go to IAAPA. It'd be really, really cool. Just to see all the cool tech and all the cool amusement stuff that all these companies are coming up with. It'd be so cool to go. One day. Maybe someday I'll be able to go. I don't know. It's usually in Florida, I think. I don't know if they've changed that, but I think it's usually in Orlando, right? Could have that wrong. Oh man, I got stuck in the truck. I don't think I can get down. How does this happen? Alright, if I'm able to get up, how am I not able to get down? Tell me how that makes sense. That's okay. We need to go to work anyways here in Golden Rock Park here. And I want to work a little bit more on the backstage areas here as we can. I'm also going to work on continuing this little project over here, like replacing all these with our new texture that looks a lot better. So, like, I feel like I wasted time doing this, but if I would have known at the time, obviously I would have had this grass texture to use. But this is just, I'm mostly doing this because this is going to be nice for optimization. We're getting rid of a lot of pieces It's gonna have a lot less pieces and stuff like that, which is gonna be very, very nice for us, so. The cheese car. What's the cheese car? It sounds amazing, though. Oh, the wild mouse. Did they reveal that as well? Nice, nice. So excited to see what's coming. I don't know if there's any, was there any big announcements yet? Any announcements at IAPA just yet? I know it lasts for multiple days, so. Didn't know if anyone had seen any announcements yet. Coming out from any parks or manufacturers. What's up, JE Trains? The Imperial also showed the Planet Coaster generic LSM launch coaster train. Okay. Know what you're excited for, Noah? Planet Coaster 2? Oh, you just retracted your message. I read it already. I'm excited for Planet Coaster 2. I really hope that it's true. I'm one of the big believers that it is going to happen. There's a lot of non-believers out there that, like, really get mad when someone believes that the game's coming. Which I don't understand, like, why they get so angry. It seems like some people... Oh yeah, Jerry Emoji. Play strong. I don't know why people get... Some people that don't think it's coming get so angry when people think it's coming. Like, I don't get that. Like, I've had comments on some of my Planet Coaster 2 speculation videos and stuff that are, like, legit seems like, at least that's the vibe I'm getting, they're legit getting angry that we believe that there's going to be a second game. Because they're just like, you guys are getting all hyped up for nothing because there's not even going to be a second game. It's not happening. Plus, Frontier is an awful company. I'm not saying Frontier has been perfect, but I think Frontier's been, for the most part, pretty good. So, they listen to the community for the most part. Other times they haven't, but like I said, I think it's for good reason. For the most, like, I do think it's for a good reason, because I think they're saving a lot of stuff for the second game. So they have a better way of marketing the second game. That's what I'm thinking. I could absolutely be wrong. I honestly could, but you know. I like to have hope that there still is a second game coming. And if you don't want to believe so, you know, that's totally fine. Not gonna knock you for not thinking there's a second game, but I just think there's enough there for me to believe it. You know, there's just so much pointing in that direction. Mostly because of the leaked roadmap is the firm reason why I believe this game's coming. That leaked roadmap back in, like, what, 2016, 2017, whenever that came out? I mean, it might have been a little later, but... because it had Ghostbusters... The Ghostbusters DLC, that was not even announced yet. It had Planet Coaster 2. It had Jurassic World Evolution 2, which, honestly, like, that was a long way down the line. And that ended up being true. Planet Zoo was on there before it was announced. It was right before Planet Zoo was announced, I think. But, you know. From Brazil and love your products, look so good. Well, thank you so much. Nice to see someone from Brazil. I'm not sure if I've ever had a viewer from Brazil, so that's cool. That's actually pretty interesting. That is really cool. I'm glad you enjoy the parks. I try my best. I'm gonna get that as well. I'm still pretty hopeful for Planet Coaster 2, and Frontier is an awesome gaming company. In my opinion, Planet Coaster yeah, very well, so it would make sense for them to make a sequel. And, you know, Planet Coaster did really well for them. So I think a sequel is just kind of inevitable. Like, it was a very successful game. So I think a sequel would make complete sense. Now, would they go even further than 2? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, like, way, way down the line, I could see a third game, but 2 might be the last one, if they do another one. I'm not sure. It just maybe depends on how well it does. If the second one does even better than the first, like, sales-wise, there's high potential we could even see a third game, you know, like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, 2, and 3. You know, that could be a whole thing. They could make a whole trilogy of games. But it's one of those games that, if they does have sequels, the sequels come way later down the line. So they're not going to be like yearly releases or anything. They're going to be like every 5-6 years, maybe even more. Because if you put it in perspective, Planet Coaster 1 came out in 2016. It has now been 6 years. Holy crap. Wait, holy crap. I just realized it's been... Yeah, it's November now, so it's been about 6 years since Planet Coaster came out. That is insane. I didn't realize it was that long already. It does not feel like it's been 6 years since this game came out. And I've been playing it probably for 7 now, so... Because I've been playing the game since the alpha stages, which was not quite a year before release, but it was like... I think it was February 2016 when that came out. Nay! Is that Poa? Ah, ha 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 ha. Let me get back ahead in chat. Leaked roadmap, and it has come true until now. I think Planet Coaster 2 is like one of the only thing that still hasn't come up there. I think there's maybe a few others, but... What does Silas want? 24-hour stream, of course. How do I get those things like grass and supports? So this grass, I actually just picked up this grass in the Steam Workshop. You can only get it if you're on PC, so just disclaimer there. If you're on, because it's a Theme Maker's Toolkit item. Just type in grass and you should find it on the workshop, and there's a lot of different grass pieces here. I just found these not too long ago, and I'm using them now, so I'm replacing it with these hedges that I had, and I think they're going to be very, very useful for, like, situations like this. And the reason why I'm replacing this is because it's going to have a lot less pieces, because you see how small these little hedge pieces are each. It's going to have significantly less pieces, and it's going to help a little bit with the optimization, I think, so. Maybe. Oh, there's Poa. I just noticed that it was Noah Posner, and I'm used to Poa Nosner. And the name's backwards there, so good to see you, Poa. I've missed you, man. Is this Wind Valley Park? It is not. This is my newest park that I've been working on for the last few months. This is going to be for Windleverse, which is going to be our awesome interactive Discord extravaganza. It's basically going to be a realistic way to play Planet Coaster beyond what you can do in Planet Coaster, if that makes any sense. There's a lot to it, so I'm not going to have time to explain the whole thing, but... So yeah, it's for an awesome universe where everyone's going to be able to create their parks, and we're going to go through the years, and you expand your parks, make them bigger. That's why this park's going to start off really small. So we're going to start off with smaller parks, and then we're going to expand them, and then you can buy each other's parks. You can, we're going to have an IAAPA trade show. We're actually going to have IAAPA, which, in matter of fact, IAAPA is going on right now, currently, so... Wind Valley Park is not canceled. I just haven't done an episode in a while. That series has just kind of slowed down. It hasn't gone away, it's just slowed down. I do need to do another episode, though. I think the next episode I should probably do really soon. Because it has been, I think, over a month since the last episode, so... Because this project is the one I'm really excited for the most, and it's going to be like the big successor to Wind Valley Park overall for the channel and stuff. So I don't want to say I'm fading out of Wind Valley Park, but I am a little bit, fading out of it. And that's not to say it will never go. It's not probably never going to go away. It's just going to slow down, and you're not going to see as much content because we're going to shift our focus onto the Windleverse stuff. So, whoo! Favorite train reveal for my Appa? That's a good question. I really like the Big Bear Mountain ones, but Wildcat's Revenge looks really good. Any tips on getting unique ideas for coasters? As for unique ideas, I'm not really sure. I always say base your stuff off of real life if you want to go more realistically. But sometimes I do like to think out of the box and think of ideas that that I think could exist that don't currently exist, you know? Like a launch GCI or something like that. Like a launch GCI wood coaster or something. Like, I've had that idea kind of brewing in my head for a while now, and I did make one and posted a POV on the channel of it, of like a little concept. It was kind of nice. Did they reveal Zambezi Zinger? I haven't seen that one yet. If they did reveal Zambezi Zinger. That one probably has a really cool car, too. Actually, I've not seen that one, except for the animations, so... I'm gonna look that up and see if they revealed Zambezi Zinger. Zambezi Zinger IAPA. Oh yeah, there it is. Sweet. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Those new train Millennium, or they're not called Millennium Flyer trains, they're new trains. I forgot what they're called. For some reason I can never remember what they're called. I'm so excited because it's actually in a park that's not too far away from me. I'm definitely gonna make my way to Worlds of Fun. It's only like 3 hours, not even like a full 3 hours away from me, so. Zambezi Zinger gone vertical. Yeah, I knew that the wood was on site, so I'd imagine Infinity Flyer, is that what it's called? I'd imagine it's already gone vertical. Or very close. Oh, here's actually some construction photos of Zambezi Zinger. While I'm looking this up. None of these doesn't look like it's gone vertical on these photos yet, but... Oh, I see Boomerang in the background. I don't know when these were taken, though. Yeah, it's gonna be over right up next to Boomerang. Neat, neat, neat. I'm excited. Zambezi Zinger is gonna be really cool. I kind of wish it was a full Titan track, but that's okay. It's still kind of like, it's still gonna feel probably like a next-gen GCI. I don't think it was the best fit for Worlds of Fun, but I'm still excited nonetheless. I think it'll be a great ride to their lineup. Don't know if it'll be the best ride there, but, you know. Hoo, 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 hoo. Can't do any rides in the US. They did kind of similar to B&M actually. Here's a Jeep headlight on the front. Hey EJ, how's it going? How you doing? We'll go the first time in the summer. We'll go to Cedar Point and Hershey. Yeah, I want to go to Hershey really bad. I've been to Cedar Point, but I haven't been to Hershey. But I'm getting caught up with the chat a little bit. I'll probably go to Worlds of Fun opening week for Zambezi Zinger unless I'm going... I'm not sure if I'll go opening week, but I'm definitely going to go for that season. I don't know when it's going to open. It's probably going to be more closer to summer. I bet it opens in the summer. Based on where they're at in construction, it doesn't look like they're very far ahead, so... I don't think it's going to open up by park opening, it looks like. It's probably going to be like a summer opening. If I had to guess, so... I get plenty of days off in the summer, so I'll try and make my way up there. Because I get into the park free as well, so that's great. I get into Worlds of Fun free with working at SDC. Wildcat's Revenge, right. And Hershey has one of the best coaster lineups as well, especially now that they're getting an RMC, so whew. How tall is Wildcats Revenge? EJ just answered that, 140. About 140 feet, so it's pretty solid size GCI, or GCI RMC. My mind's on GCI for some reason. I know the reason because it's NBC Singer, but GCI. Can't believe I just said that. It sounded so GP right there. So GP. Okay, let's get these in here before we get too far, otherwise I'm going to forget about them, and we don't want to do that. Yeah, this is definitely going to save us some pieces. It was well over 2,000 pieces. And now we're probably going to cut it down tremendously. I'm actually going to see where we're at. Where are we at right now? We're down to 1,005 pieces. It was at 1,700 some pieces earlier. So we got just that little bit left. So it's probably going to be under 1,000 pieces, which would be nice. I didn't say I was going to watch it today. I haven't had time. I got home I made some food, and then I started streaming. Like, I haven't even been home that long. I had stuff to do today. I do want to watch it, though. So, yeah. It's been snowing here, too, so... It snowed last night. Snowed a few days ago. And it's freaking November. It doesn't usually snow that early here. Usually doesn't start snowing until like January, February, if we get any snow at all, you know? Last year it snowed quite a bit in January, February, but it didn't snow until then. Last year it was still like really warm at this point. This year it's been really cold already. Like, it's like probably close to the 20s right now. Maybe low 30s. I don't even think know if Outlaw Run's gonna open tomorrow. It's gotta be 37 degrees. It's gonna be very borderline. It's gonna be close. I don't know if we're gonna get open tomorrow or not. And Friday, the high is freaking 30. Like, jeez, it's so cold here now. Ooh, 86 degree drop, 4 inversions, 3 trains. Yeah! I think it's gonna be a great ride. Also get to ride my first ever RMC, which is cool. Best coaster I've been on is Karnan, if you know what that is. I've heard of Karnan, yes. That's actually a really good ride, too, so... of course, I've never been on it, but... as I live in the US, so... I want to see what kind of... so bad, but unfortunately my family doesn't like the MCU. That's kind of like my thing, is like a lot of my friends and family just don't even like the MCU anymore, so it's hard to get them to go watch it. Even my wife Jess was like, she's like, I don't know if I really want to watch it. She's like, I'm kind of done with the MCU right now. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, but you love Black Panther. Like, that's one of her favorites. MCU films was Black Panther, the first one. So that kind of made her think about it a little more. She's like, okay, I might go see it, you know. See, I've been kind of behind on the MCU as well. I haven't seen She-Hulk, which I heard was awful anyways, so not even sure if I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. It just seems like we're getting overloaded with the shows just a little bit too much. They need to slow down a little bit. I think that's the main problem. They're going a little too fast. It's just too much. It's content overload, I guess you could say. Going to ride your first RMC in 2025 along with 5 others. Outlaw Run, Lightning Rod, Area Force 1, Georgia Cyclone, and Iron Gwazi. I'm guessing you're planning a big trip in 2025 then. Wakanda Forever is a solid movie. But hey, if I'm still working there, I might still be at Outlaw Run, I don't know. But I work at Silver City, I work at Outlaw Run, so I might see you there. If I'm still working there in 2025. Don't know if I still will be or not. In fact, I don't know if I'll be at Outlaw next year, I don't know. future is very much in the air of where I'll be next season. Had talks with some of my coworkers to maybe potentially go to Mystic River Falls next year, but I don't know. Mostly because it would be a kind of a promotion spot for me. Get my foot in the door for senior leads or something. That's what I want to be as a senior lead. You know, don't even bother watching She-Hulk. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The only good part about She-Hulk is Daredevil. Yeah, I heard Daredevil was in it. Only rewatch Avengers and Spider-Man. Oh yeah, Spider-Man's my favorite, so it's my favorite superhero. I love Spider-Man. Always have. Love Spider-Man. It's unbearable to watch, and your opinion. See, that's what I keep hearing. Remember, it will be my first time in the States. Nice, nice. Yeah, the only time I've been outside the States, I did go to Canada once. That was a really fun trip. I went to Toronto. That's the only time I've really been out of the US. I don't think I've been out any time besides that. I think that's literally the only time I've been outside the US at all. I haven't been around too much. Alright, we're just gonna try and power through replacing these. Six parks over 6 weeks. Nice. Over 2 weeks, sorry. I don't know why I read 6 weeks. Sounds like a fun little trip. Love your videos. Challenge Shark is all I watch these days. Yeah, I need to get a new episode out. It's been a while. Like, that series isn't dead or anything. It just has slowed down a little bit to make way for this new series that is going to be happening, so... Which is going to be far superior and more realistic and more awesome, in my opinion, so... That'd be cool. Yay, we're all done with that. Been to Mexico, Honduras, Jamaica. Cool. Didn't write any coasters, but it was cool. Cool. Been to France and Hungary. Nice, nice, nice. Do you get free season pass if you are a worker at Silver State? Yes, I get an employee pass, so I get into the park for free. I get into the water park, Whitewater, for free as well. I also get into Worlds of Fun for free. I get into Six Flags St. Louis for free, Holiday World for free, Kentucky Kingdom for free. So I get in quite a few parks, actually. And Wild Adventures. Those are all the... I get into all the Hershey parks as well. And I also get employee discount at the other parks as well. So, like, if I go to Dollywood, I've gone to Dollywood, I get the employee discounts there as well. So I get 50% off most food, and some food is only 30%. And then merchandise is all 30% off. So, pretty cool. And it gets me into some of the Missouri parks and Holiday World as well, which is also cool, so I'm guessing they probably made, like, a little trade deal with, Worlds of Fun and Six Flags St. Louis saying, hey, if you allow us to let our employees get in for free, we'll let your employees get in for free, because I think they also get in SDC for free. So, look at that. We went down from, like, over 2,000 plus objects, and now we're down to 744 after replacing it with this grass. Not only does it look better, but it also is going to help with our optimization, I think, a little bit as well for the park. So we eliminated a lot of pieces, which is going to be nice for us. So less pieces to load into the park. So we've actually have helped ourselves with some optimizing this park a little bit, which is cool. Going to Paris in December. That's super excited. Yeah, that'll be fun. You work in a local park and we get a free season pass. Nice. Have a good one. All right, see ya, Eggs on RR. Thank you very much for popping in. So we spent an entire day at just a science museum. These museums are pretty cool. You get in every Danish and German park with your employee pass. Cool. That's pretty neat. That's the one perk I love. You get into a lot of these parks for free. So one cool thing about being working at a park is you get into a lot of other parks for free as well, including the one you work at, obviously. And also I get another person in with me, so like not only can I get myself in, I can actually get a +1 in as well. So like if any of you like come out just to like visit or something and you're by yourself, I could probably get you in for free, just like if you're with me. Which is kind of cool. You play tuba? Sweet. I'm a big instrument guy myself. I play all the saxophones. I can play trumpet, trombone. I'm a big wind instrument guy. Like, I play a lot of wind instruments. Saxophone's my main. I actually have a music channel too. But I absolutely love creating or playing music and stuff. One of my nice side hobbies that I thought I was gonna, at one point was gonna make my career. Wanted to go into that kind of stuff, but I kind of stalled a little bit. I still kind of play it, but oh yeah, I could probably play tuba. I've never played a tuba. I've played a euphonium before. Like just one-off. Like I just grabbed it and played it, but like, I could play tuba, probably. Like, I know, I can play pretty much any brass instruments, basically, or woodwind instruments. Like, I can pick up on that stuff pretty good. I wish I played guitar. I need to learn guitar. I used to have guitar lessons a long time ago, but I kind of dropped out of that. I do have a guitar, a nice guitar actually too, and I need to learn how to play it. I actually do need to do that. I'd love to be able to play guitar as well. Have a music chat in Discord. I could consider it. Yes, we'll consider a music server or a music channel, like on the Discord server. I have a music channel on YouTube, so if you guys have not subscribed, make sure. It's almost to 500 subs over there. Obviously it's my second most popular channel behind this one. This one's my most popular at 8,300 subs, so. Were you shocked about the Eagles losing to the Commanders yesterday? Not really. I actually called it. I'm like, this is the game that they're gonna get upset, and I actually called it. I called the Commanders winning that game. Ask Fluffy. I actually did call that while the game was going on. Before the game, I was like, "Yep, they're gonna get. This is gonna be the upset of the week." Nadu is playing in marching band called Governor, which is a youth band for people who are 9 to 16 and have professional teachers, and many pros call it the best music education, so I feel honored to be a part of it. That sounds really cool. I miss marching. I used to be in marching band when I was in high school and everything, and I absolutely miss it. It was so much fun putting together a show and performing. One of my favorite things was marching band. I loved marching band so much. And I didn't care for parades all that much. Parades were kind of eh. But like when it was like performing shows and stuff, now that was fun. I absolutely loved those. I'd do anything to be in marching band again. I actually, not too long ago, back in July, I actually did perform in a college band. They had like a little performance going on. I know the band director out there, and he invited me to come play baritone sax with them, and that was fun. So fun. Sorry. Did you ever play Sleigh Ride? I did play Sleigh Ride one time, like the Christmas song, right? It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together. We played that one time in high school, I think, for one of our Christmas concerts. I'm pretty sure we did. When does Wonderverse start, and what time period are we starting at? Because I forget. We're starting in 1976? Or 77? Wait, was it 76? I forgot what year it was myself. Hold on, let me go back to the Wonderverse server that has not been released to anybody yet. 1977. 77. That's what I thought. 1977 is when we're starting. I thought 76. I think I was originally going to do 75, and then I realized my park can't exist in that time period because of the coasters I have. So I decided to go 2 years later in 77. So this one just put me in the... what's your favorite coaster in the park? On this particular park, it's kind of hard to tell. I really like the wood coaster, how it turned out, and then, I mean, I only have 3 coasters in here, but the Mississippi Corkscrew is a nice classic corkscrew that turned out really well, too. So, it's between those two, but I think I'm gonna go with the wood coaster. I think the wood coaster turned out really nice. It's a pretty short ride. It's not a really long ride, but that's what this park is. It's not very big, and it's gonna grow over time, you know what I mean? Looking for a job in the future at Blackpool, which lets me go to Port Ventura, Leesburg, F-Lane, and Europa. That would be an awesome benefit package there. To be able to get into all those free. That'd be awesome. I'm thinking of some new coaster ideas. Cool, cool. As for Wonderverse of when it's going to happen, it's probably going to be sometime early next year. That's what we're going for. I don't think it's going to be the end of this year. I predicted that it would either be at the end of this year or maybe towards the beginning of next year. It's probably going to be towards the beginning of next year because I'm going to be really able to work on it in January when I'm laid off for the off season. So that's when we're really going to put in some work. What do I think about football? So, like... Soccer, America, we call it soccer. I don't really watch soccer, or football, rather. I watch American football. That's really the only sport I'm really into. So... I do not have an RMC coaster, but careful with the spam there. SeaWorld Roblox. I do read comments, so... Try not to spam. I'm still all for you just naming it Wood Coaster at this point if you still have a name. Maybe I should just name it Wood Coaster. Mississippi Wood Coaster. There we go. There we go. You're good, SeaWorld. But, no, we don't have an RMC coaster because this park is set in 1977. So maybe someday in the future, because we're going to go through the years and everything, there could potentially someday be an RMC in this park, but I'm not going to reveal that because it's too early. Way too early. My opinion on RMC Wildcat's Revenge, I think it looks great. I'm excited. I think it'll be good. I don't know if I'll ever get around to riding it any day soon, but because Hershey Park's so far away. But yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think a lot of people overhyped it too much and had too much high expectations, so a lot of people disappointed themselves. I'm not disappointed. I think it looks like a great ride. You know, they're getting an RMC. You can't complain. It's an RMC. It's not going to be a bad ride. It's an RMC. You know what I'm saying? It would take at least 50 plus episodes for an RMC. Maybe, like, I'm not entirely sure how the episode structure is going to kind of go. It's going to be very different. It's not going to be like... You're not going to see time lapses. You're not going to see building. The episodes are going to be very different. So here's how this series is going to work. So everyone can participate in Windleverse when it launches. I know some of you know what that is. Some of you probably might not know what that is. But Windleverse is basically going to be a realistic way to play Planet Coaster. We're going to use a Discord server that has all the currency and all the... stuff you're gonna, like, if you want to build something, you have to file permits, you have to get construction permits, and you have to do trademarks for ride names, stuff like that. You're gonna go through an entire process of what it would take to actually build a park. You have to find a location for your park. For instance, this park is gonna be in Jackson, Mississippi. I actually found a real-life location on Google Maps of where this park will be located. So that's how fun it is. So it's gonna be really, really cool. And we're gonna go through the years, and instead of going through actual construction or like actual building videos, like time lapses like you would see anywhere else, we're actually gonna have, it's gonna be take more of a realistic standpoint. So these live streams are the only thing you're gonna see of this park being built, like normal. The rest of the time are just gonna be construction updates. So this is how it's going to work. If I want to build a new ride in this park, I'm going to build the ride. For example, I'm just going to use a blueprint to kind of get my point across here. So, what is it called? These guys. I like to use these ones as an example because I like them. So, say if I want to build a new coaster. I build the coaster from scratch, but this one, then we're just for example purposes, we're just going to use this. So let's say I build a new coaster. Here's my new coaster. And I have it planned. I've already built it. And after I build it and have my plans ready, I have to submit the construction permit for it. So I actually, in real time, haven't actually built it. I have just, it's basically the planning stage, if that makes sense. So, you'll build it, put it in your park, and this is all the stuff that you guys can also participate in. You can build your own parks as well. You'll be a part of it as well. And even in the episodes, I might travel and do vlogs and do, like, updates for other parks as well. So, like, I might showcase some of your guys' parks in these episodes. Like, it's not just gonna be my park. Mine will be the main focus, but I will travel, act like I'm traveling to the other parks as well. It'll be a really cool, immersive experience. So, anyways, so you build your park, or you build your ride, and then in the permit form, you have to submit your construction permits, and it's got to get approved by the state and approved by the city and stuff. All that fun stuff. I don't know why I get held for review, whatever. And then, so you'll submit what you just built and say, this is what I'm going to build in my park. So you've already built it in your park, but however, it hasn't been approved yet, so you can't, like, reveal anything that this has actually happened or anything like that. So, like, let's say this is my new ride, and then I'm gonna go submit the construction permits. I'm gonna go, and then after it gets approved, you can start clear for construction, and then you also get told what the earliest date is when construction is complete. So, each year is probably going to be about 3 months or so. I think we said about a 3 month for a year period or something like, or I don't know, or no, it was, yeah, maybe even 2 months. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. The first one's going to be a little bit of a test, but we'll see. But what we're going to do is basically, then you're clear for construction. So this is what I would do is, like, yes, I already had built it. I'm going to deconstruct it so it looks like it's under construction, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete. So a construction update can consist of, like, maybe something like this, for instance. Like, it's going to look like it's under construction. So maybe a few months later in the game, it'll look like this. So, like, I'll give construction updates like, oh, they're building something. They're building something. You know, like, and then, so the updates and the episodes are literally going to be like walkthroughs. You're going to see, like, I'll probably make some sort of character, if it's not Tony McCoaster, walking through these parks and giving construction updates like, oh, look beyond that fence, they're building something. And then we'll have announcements of when it's actually revealed to the public, so you guys won't know what it is. You guys can speculate in the Discord. That's how it's gonna be, and all that stuff. So, is this part 1? Absolutely not. This isn't actually an episode. This is kind of me live streaming the construction of the start of the park, so it's not really a part 1, no. There's not really parts to this park overall. If that makes sense. But I'm going to get through your comments here in a minute. I don't know what I'm going to do with that wood coaster. I think I might keep it. Sounds a bit so nice. Lore themed. Yeah, there's going to be a whole storylines. You can create storylines for your parks as well. Tony McCuster Senior construction updates. But have to make sure it launches before Hogwarts Legacy, otherwise it's never getting done. That's probably very true. YouTube didn't exist in 1977. That's why, for the first... Before YouTube exists, it's going to be done in a very different way. I'm going to be doing newspaper articles, stuff like that. And maybe, like, cheesy commercials and stuff like... and all that fun stuff. And then, like, make it look like ancient footage. Like, the footage is going to look very old. Like, I'm going to go into editing and make, like, the footage looks like it's old, so... You're underrated. This stuff is so fun to watch. I feel like watching... Like, I'm watching a 500k sub to YouTuber, not a 10k one. Well, I only have 10k, so... I guess I'm doing pretty good, you know? I just hit 8,000 a couple months ago. We're on our way to... Working our way up to 9,000 right now. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Maybe someday we'll get there. Maybe someday. So, yeah. Oh, look, then construction update. Construction update, it's done. Well, that's how that is going to kind of work. There's so much more that goes into that. There's going to be options to buy each other's park, so if one of you is, like, interested in buying someone else's park in the Discord, you can shoot them an offer, and they can accept or deny. You know, if you want to obtain more parks in your chain, because you're going to be making theme park chains, or you can stick with just one park. It's up to you. There's going to be a role to where you can design coasters, so if you don't want to build your own park, but you want to design coasters for other parks, you can do that as well. There's a whole lot of stuff. Do I have names in mind for all the coasters? All the coasters are named except for the wood coaster. I haven't named the wooden coaster yet. It's still nameless. Here's the entrance, and it still doesn't have a name, so I haven't figured it out just yet, but... already have one of my advertisements planned for the next few years. It's cheesy. Yeah, it's gotta be cheesy. It's gotta be cheesy. We're in the 70s, almost to the 80s, so it's gotta be real cheesy. Trash the ride. No, that's Maniac Mouse, not Trash. Maniac Mouse. This ride's probably not gonna be here very long, because it's not very good. And it's kind of like one of those rides that, you know, it's just kind of a filler ride, that coaster that they're like, yeah, we have 3 coasters, you know. EJ says you'll only be designing roller coasters. That's totally fine, and that's an awesome role to have, you know. And then if you want to work for a specific company too, so say like we're in the 70s now, so if you want to work for Arrow, you can. If you want to work for other companies, you can. And once like B&M comes around and stuff like that, you'll have those options. RMC. But as for the participation of this, I think I'm going to allow console players as well for it. I prefer it be PC, but like, because you can do a lot more with the PC version. But if you only have option to console, keep in mind, if you're on console and if you want to buy another park, you can only buy probably only buy other console parks. You can't actually buy... So, like, if you wanted to buy, say, this park, and you're on console, you won't have access to this park, so, unless you're on PC, so. But I don't want to exclude the console players, either, if I can. I don't want to, so. I want them to be a part of this as well, if they can't afford a good enough PC to run Planet Coaster, you know? Jazz is nice. I love jazz. I really do. Hey, Coaster Down, don't be sorry for being late. You can join whenever you want. Alright, I kind of want, I need some stuff going here. We're gonna go into Google Maps, and I'm gonna go back to some inspiration for some backstage buildings again, because that seemed to be doing really well for me. So I'm going to go back to SDC's backstage areas, because they do actually have street view on their backstage areas. Not for the park, but they have it for the freaking M&C area, which makes no sense to me. I really wish Silver Dollar City had street view. but it doesn't. Because if I had Street View, my recreation would be so much easier to work with. But that's okay. There we go. Rock music. Increase the jazz. Try to get your driver's permit today. You didn't pass by one question? Oh no, you'll get it next time. Yeah, you'll get it next time. I remember when I had to get, when I got my permit for the first time and such. That was a fun time. Thinking about doing like another storage building of some sorts over here. Something kind of like this, like another one of these. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna place this and then kind of like when you copy someone's homework, but you kind of change it a little bit. Kind of like that situation. Like, we might change the color of the walls and change a little bit of the equipment that's inside so it doesn't look exactly the same. We're gonna give it a, what kind of color should we go with here? We're gonna go with a, give it a little bit of a pinkish there. I had your permit 2 years ago, but I think I got too lazy to get it. Should have your license by now. He's ready for pin box. I don't know what that means, but sure. Time you're trying to get it. It's just bad timing. What were you like at school? Very shy. Very, very shy. Was I good at, you also asked if I was good at gym. Absolutely, I was a really good athlete in school. Really, really good athlete. I was really involved in football, and I was also in, obviously, marching band, which isn't considered a sport, really, but it should be. Like that. I got more exhausted in marching band than I did football sometimes. I was also in track and field, so I was, also enjoyed that. Got my fair share of medals. I still have them. Have to go see you next stream. That's nice. Will repaints cost money? Maybe a little bit. That's a good question, Silas. If you're doing like a refurbishment of the ride, I would say yes. As for painting, I would say it will cost you, but not much. It probably won't be like a break the bank kind of thing. Like if you want to do a repaint of a ride or something, or just kind of like an update of a ride, you know, like during an off season or something, give it a paint job, you know. I would say that would cost something, but not much. Happy about your Wendleverse Park. That's nice. Looks really good. I'm very proud. That's good. Glad to hear. Also have medals in track and field. Nice. I didn't really do any field events, but I mostly just did track. I was a sprinter and long distance runner. I preferred sprinting over long distance though. I usually ran the mile, half mile, and 4x100 meter relay, so I was part of a team. And my very first event, we actually got gold, so that was actually kind of cool. My very first thing I ever did, we got first place. I think I was the third anchor or whatever it was called back then. Maybe mandatory to fade the colors on rides. I don't know if I would make it mandatory, but I would definitely encourage it just to kind of add some realism to it. If that makes sense. I'm not gonna like force people to say make sure you're making your rides start to fade, you know. and stuff like that. But, you know. You know. I have a lot of genie lifts, as they're called. Just kind of hanging around. I'll put a fence around here, too. Let's do a nice wooden fence. Liking the jazz that they have here on Epidemic Sound. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm liking it. I'm usually more of a fan of like fast swing and stuff like that, but I like the slow stuff once in a while. Wish Planko had one-way pads. That would be interesting. Make some mazes. That would actually be kind of cool. Mazes. Basically, I'm just trying to fill this road up with content and stuff, so it's not empty. So there's buildings, there's storage stuff, and all that fun stuff. Making this maintenance area have stuff in it, you know? Spider-Man almost got appendix. I can't run for longer than 20 minutes without my lungs giving up and side killing me. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. I haven't really been athletic myself in a long time since I've been out of school, so I'm sure I could. I used to be in pretty decent shape. Not anymore, but you're running some rock. That's great. But we're sticking with jazz. I'm in that jazz mood. Just try and keep running a short distance and the higher distance, and then you can run the mile. Yeah, I used to run the mile. I didn't really care for the mile though. I never got any medals in the mile. I got medals on the half mile. I think I got second one time in half mile, which was nice. I did like the half mile. The 2 laps on the track was nice. I always did really good in that one. I always shined at the end, the last 100 meters. Like I would save some energy, and I would always pass 2 to 3 people at the end. That was one thing I always did, because I was more of a sprinter anyways. So at the end, I'd always like do like a sprint at the end and try and pass people. Extra people at the end, and that's what I would always do. I would just leave a little bit of gas for the end, and then I would just sprint at that last 100 meters to try and make up for where I was. And I remember passing someone one time. It was actually kind of funny, and I was kind of sad for the guy, but I was doing that sprint, and I just went right past him at the end, and he started screaming, "No, no, no!" Like, I kind of felt bad, but you know, I'm like, man, you gotta save gas for the end. You gotta keep that little bit of gas at the end, so you can pass up everyone at the end, you know. What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Middle school gym teachers were trash, but they expected everyone to be athletic. Yeah, not everyone's athletic, you know. I absolutely love gym though. Like physical education was actually one of my favorites, because I loved when we played different sports and stuff like that. You know, kickball and you know, we'd play football, kickball, soccer. Yeah, I think there'd been times we'd played tennis and just other different stuff. It was always fun. I was very competitive, you know, very, very competitive. That is for sure. I was one competitive kid. Sometimes a little too competitive. Over, like, the smallest victories. Like, even if it didn't matter, I would still be like, I'm in it to win it. That's just how I was. Of course, football's always been my favorite sport, American football, for those that are not in the US. Play as a defender in football, so I rarely have to run. See, like, when I was in football, I was always a big offensive person. I was a running back, but they also required us to do defense as well. So you had to play multiple positions, and I didn't care for that. You know, I was always like, I just want to play running back. You know, but I also had to choose a position on defense as well, and I was an outside linebacker on defense. So I played, You mean soccer? Okay, well, I'm talking American football for me, so. I don't know anything about soccer, so I didn't know there was, like, different positions for, like, defender and offense. I thought, like, you just stayed on there and you played both. Like, I didn't know that was, like, a thing. But anyways, But I would play outside linebacker, and the worst part was I didn't really start on offense. But I started on defense, the position that I didn't care for as much, you know, because I wanted, you know, as a running back, you know, so running back. Because I was really fast as a kid. I was fast, like, fast. I was quicker than quick. I was faster than, most of the kids there, you know? In fact, when we did our, we had, like, weren't really tryouts, everyone basically made it, but, like, when we did kind of, like, our tryouts, I'll still call them tryouts, for, like, track and field, I actually surprised everyone, like, I surprised everyone. I knew I was fast, but usually most of my classmates did not. So they were all kind of surprised that I was fast. Cuz I was a really shy kid. Like I didn't really have many friends growing up. I still don't have that many friends now in person, you know. You guys are all my friends, but kind of in a different way, you know. But people that I knew personally, you know, I didn't really have that many friends. So again, I don't even have that many friends now, but, you know, I'm not much of a social person, so my friends are pretty small. Wasn't athletic, so never did sports. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Probably play tight end in hoodie or T. Sorry, I read TE as tight end for American football. I don't know what that is. So Park has a gondola lift and main backstage area. Should I put it at the bottom of the top of the gondola for your main backstage area? I'd probably put it closer to the park because that would make more sense from a technological standpoint, I think. Personally, like, I would want my stuff to be maybe like a small one maybe like both, but like have a more one, whatever's closer to the park itself. That's probably where I would put it, but if we're talking backstage areas. I really was being shy, tried talking to people. Yeah, see, I'm not, like, this is so much different. Like, if you meet me in person, I'm not gonna talk this much. I probably won't. But, like, when I'm streaming, it's so much different. Like, because I'm not, like, I'm talking to you guys, but, like I said, I think I mentioned this yesterday, it's like, it's different when I'm just seeing messages than actually talking to a physical person in person. I have more confidence when I'm not in front of, in front of people in person, you know? Because, you know, it doesn't seem as much pressure and doesn't seem, you know, there's not as much, I guess, stage fright there as I would say. Because, like, if you know, some people have met me in person at Silver Dollar City, and, you know, I'm not very talkative. I'm not, like, much of a social person, so, like, I'm probably not gonna say much to you. Like, I'll say hi and everything. Like, I'm not gonna say that, but I don't seem like a shy person. Not on stream, no, but I am a hugely, really a shy person. I've come out a lot in the last year or two, but, like, I've gotten better, but, like, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, high school, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't like talking to anybody. I was nervous. Like, I was to the point where, like, I was nervous to order food at a restaurant. Nervous, like, talking to people I don't know. Like, you know, like, I struggled with that. And something, I struggle with the most is phone calls. I don't like calling people unless I know them really well. Like, if I need to call to make an appointment for something, I have, like, I don't know if it's, like, a phobia or something, but when it comes to, like, phone calls, sometimes even in the drive-thru, I kind of freak out a little bit for some reason. Like, talking over the intercom and stuff like that, to people I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I just, like, for instance, I have to get my oil changed in my car, and you used to be able to do it online, and just, like, that's how I like to do it, you know, is do all that online and make my appointment online. But now you can't do that. You have to call someone, and it's like, I do fine once they answer and everything, but I'm like, on the inside, my heart's pounding for some reason. I don't know why. I don't get it. It's like that, like, it's really stupid. Like, it's really dumb. What's up, Gray? How's it going? But when it comes to, like, people I know, like friends, family, yeah, I have no problem on the phone. But, like, if it's like a stranger or someone I don't really know, like, I don't know what it is. I can't do it very well. It's the strangest thing. It really is. Like, is there... I want to look up if there is an actual word for, fear of talking on the phone. Is that an actual thing? Phone phobia or something like that? Or probably some ridiculous word. That's too long. I'm sure some ridiculous long word exists for that. Building a roller coaster and playing a coaster? Nice. Telephobia. Yep. Telephonobia. It's one of those. I mean, that makes sense. Google. Telephobia. Also known as telephobia, phone anxiety. Yeah, it's basically like an anxiety. Refers to avoiding conversations over the phone. Many people dislike making or receiving phone calls. That isn't the same as experiencing anxiety about it. Yeah, I guess I get kind of like anxiety from it a little bit. Like, it's the strangest thing because I don't even know how to describe it, like why I get that feeling. I've gotten better. Like, sometimes I'll sit there, like, needing to, like, make an appointment for something. I'll sit there with the number sitting on my phone. Just sitting on my phone. And it takes me forever to hit the call button. Oh my gosh. Shut the front door. One of my coworkers just found a PS5 in store at Walmart. No way. I've seen Series X's, Xbox Series X's, but I haven't seen any PS5s. There's actually a PS5 in store at Branson West Walmart. Wow. That's insane. That is awesome. I love that we're seeing those consoles in stores now. I thought it was the dumbest thing that they did online only. Rancid Wessel, I'm on my way. It looks like there's just one in that case. He sent me a picture of it. Wow. It only took 2 years. It only took 2 years for you to start seeing these consoles in stores now. Thankfully, I got mine a few months after it came out. I think I got mine in it took me a month after the PS5 came out before I actually got my hands on one. And I got mine for Walmart online. It was a pain in the butt, I'll tell you what. It sucked. You have a PS4? Yeah, I have a PS4 Pro myself. Man, I can't believe there's one in store. It's insane. You got a Series S? I have a Series S as well. I have a PS5, Xbox Series S, and obviously PC. And a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, the Series S is actually pretty good. I was actually pretty shocked by it because, like, for the price, it's totally worth it, you know? The only downside is the 500 gigs SSD, but it's not too bad. For being a $300 console, it's totally worth it, and it's a next-gen console, so play all those next-gen games on it. Did you know that Planka... I actually did see something about that subscription on the DLCs. I didn't really read into it too much, but I saw that. Very interesting. Oh yeah, also doesn't have a disc drive, but I really don't... I've been digital on my games for so long now that I don't really need one. Whew. All right. You can figure out what I'm gonna do with this a little bit. We're getting to the closing stages of this park, though. Like, I don't have a whole lot left to do. I still have quite a bit to do, but, like, not a whole lot. We're definitely, obviously, in the final stages here. Getting into the final stages. Which is nice. Never got me to play. Yeah, if I use the disc drives for any of these, it's usually just to play like Blu-rays or 4K videos and stuff like that. That's what I use my PS. I have the disc version of the PS5, so going to start building some coasters soon. Nice. Xbox. I think what we're gonna do is start getting some forest stuff going on here. Can't wait to see this park expand, though. That's gonna be awesome. That. Is that bad? In order for my employees to get to my backstage area, they have to take the scenic route. You have a name for your manufacturer? Oh man, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Poharalatet. I can't. What's up, Rejack? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's no way I can pronounce that. Means coaster in Hungarian. Gotcha. That's creative. I like that. Seeing a, maybe a manufacturer that's not Poharalatte? Poharalatte. I'm really bad when it comes to other languages. Really bad. I'm fairly good at Spanish. I know how to pronounce Spanish words pretty well. Because I took a decent amount of time of Spanish when I was in school, so like I know how to read Spanish words pretty well. Latte makes me think of pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks. That's why I thought latte. Makes me think of lattes. Now I thought about maybe making a small parking lot out here. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Is making a little small employee lot out here. Just big enough to kind of fill in the space a bit. I think that would actually be a good idea. Just use Translate? Yeah. Could use the translator. Home Park has the gondola in it, so should put my main backstage area at the top or bottom of the gondola. What's more realistic? I thought I answered this earlier, but I would say probably closer to where your park is. So I would imagine that's at the top. And maybe have a small spot in the bottom. So like your main backstage area be at the top right next to the park, and maybe have like a mini backstage area at the bottom as well. So like if you need maintenance at the bottom of the gondola, you know, there's some stuff there as well. Maybe. I don't know. How long did that parking lot take? I mean, it was just over a course of multiple streams. So, like, I could probably put this together fairly quickly. This is a very simple parking lot. I didn't do much to it. You know, it's basically just a square and just kind of rotating around over there. And I just used pathing and just used the grid to make big grids. And then I just did a road going around it. So it's going to have a very simple layout. You have it's going to be a one-way street that just goes up and around and then comes back this way. So for a park this small, the parking lot doesn't have to be too huge. So we have a fairly moderate sized parking lot out here. You know, nothing too insane. So I could probably put this together not too long, but this whole road is taking a little bit longer. But I still need to do all the lines and stuff. I haven't done that because, you know, that's one of the parts that I always push off. You know, I always push off to the little, you know, more. I'm thinking about putting an overflow parking lot over here, so having like one more smaller parking lot on right here since this is so empty. But that could be later. I could probably put that one in later when the park does kind of grow and maybe grows in popularity. They add more parking spaces for that, so. then I'm thinking about doing a mini parking lot over here for employees. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Just a small little parking lot. That's like really kind of a worn down parking lot here. It's just gonna have a few parking spaces. But it's gonna be fairly small because we're not gonna have too many employees just yet, so. And I might have this road maybe split off that has like a little employee-only road. Kind of splits off from this road. That will kind of link them into the backstage area, so you have like an employee entrance for the park. So I think that will work pretty well. So if I go over here, and we're just gonna steal some parking spaces here. Gonna copy some over. Maybe start about right there. Extend ourselves about right there, so. Like I said, we'll have a road that kind of splits off that leads us into this little parking space. These parking spaces here. We'll have it end right here as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue our terrain covers here. It's gonna be kind of like a little, not really run down, but slightly run down lot here for the employees. Go on VC and build your coasters for Wendleverse. Nice. I'll probably be busy because I have some stuff I'm going to do after the stream, so. Okay, we're going to go and do some nature stuff over here. 2 a.m. for you. That is pretty late. I think it is currently 7:56 p.m. for me. And I'm over in Central Time. Some nice oak trees over here to... cover everything up with some trees. the thing, when you start adding trees in the world, fill the entire world up with some trees, the world starts looking a little more complete. You know what I'm saying? There we go. 757 there, nice. Hey, same here. Call on Discord once stream is done. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be probably working on, probably go play my games on Madden. That's what I was planning on doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's understandable. You don't want to be on your own. Can't force anyone to... So maybe someone could join you, but I already have some plans for after I'm done streaming. How long have we been live? Oh, almost an hour and a half. Figured it was somewhere around there. You know, I was in Springfield today. I had to go up to Springfield today. And I was hard at work looking for that In-N-Out. I didn't see it yet, but when I do, I was up in Springfield today. I'm going to actually stop and eat there. That's what's gonna happen, okay? It's gonna happen. We're gonna celebrate. It's gonna be a huge celebration. Like, I'm gonna throw a big party. Oh yeah, if I saw it, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go live, start streaming it. And that's totally gonna happen. I would actually start streaming on my phone and just be like, I told you guys, I'm here. I am in Springfield. The Springfield In-N-Out location. Do a review on the food. You'll celebrate with me. I'm not going crazy. I saw one. I know I've seen one in person, and I am pretty sure it was in Missouri. I know what it looks like. I know what In-N-Out looks like, the restaurant. So, I'm not going crazy. Will always be on the search for In-N-Out. Let's try a little bit better. Now that we're getting some trees in there and such. I think we're gonna go kind of use these guys again for the outline of this lot. Kind of like what we did over there. Put these in a scenery group. So we can do a lot more than a few at a time. Speed up that process. I got that pretty straight. First try, look at that. Not too bad. Starting to get a little close to there. So I wasn't 100% perfect there, but that's okay. Start to come down a bit. And the road's gonna be like connect down here, so. So the road will connect right here, and then you can go here, or you can go down one of the lines and just park wherever. So, if you're an employee. Alright, so now it's just kind of like polish this a little bit and get that a little closer to our edges. So our pavement is nice and precise. Alright. This disguises itself as McDonald's or something. What's an In-N-Out? It's a burger restaurant. %, in Missouri. Have I played the new God of War? I have not played the new God of War. I have actually not even played the other God of War games. I played, or I have a little bit. Like, I played God of War, the last one, not Ragnarok, but the last one that came out. I started playing it, but I haven't finished it. I haven't played all the way through it, so I probably should. It was fun. I was enjoying it, but I just kind of stopped playing it for some reason. I do that a lot sometimes with games. I don't know why. I just end up kind of stop playing it after a while and not finish. I don't really have an explanation of why, but it does sometimes happen. Center these up just a little bit. Just like the slightest pinch right there. There we go. Mistaking. We're not mistaking. They just don't want you to know there's a Missouri location. They just don't want you to know it. English Coaster is on your bucket list. That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. Great adventure a few days ago, just before I left. I got front row on Jersey Devil. Nice. I still haven't been on an RMC Raptor. I want to be good on one so bad. I actually might. I might be getting on Flight of Courage pretty soon. Maybe. In a few months. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. It's not finalized, but we're thinking about going on a California trip in January. Late January. We might be going back to California, and we're going to be going back to Knott's and Magic Mountain again, so. To go here at my home park, Flamingo Land. It's the best umbrella ever. Okay. I know about Flamingo Land, but I don't know much about Flamingo Land, if that makes sense. Like, I know that park exists, but I don't know much about it, like what rides are there and stuff. Is the Hulk coaster closed? Not that I know of. As far as I know, it's open. It closed a lot, like, years ago for complete retracking, but it's been open ever since. Or from Fiesta to for enthusiast days. we might go ahead and do a quick save here. Iron Gwazi closed? Hero of Valair. Going to Magic Mountain in February. Might ride Flight of Courage before me. That's just wrong. See, I bought season passes back this last February. So, if I'm not mistaken, it should still be good until this next February, right? Like, does it last a full year since they're open year round? I'd imagine, right? Because I got season passes for Magic Mountain, and mostly because we went to the park multiple days. That's why I got it was just cheaper to get the season pass. So as long as that's good for an entire full year, I didn't know if it reset in January or if it resets after your year's up. Because what if you bought a season pass in like December? But Knott's is not like that. So I only went to Knott's for 1 day, so I didn't get a season pass for Knott's. So I'm not worried about that more on Magic Mountain. It makes sense to me, like, since they're open year round, if you bought like a season pass, that your season pass would be valid for an entire full year. At least that's what I would think. Because like, say if I bought a season pass in December, and I mostly wanted to go the next year or something, it would kind of suck if it like was invalid after that 1 month, I know like parks like Sodar City, which are only seasonal, it only works for that specific season, but I didn't know how it worked with like, if it worked differently with like a year-round park like Magic Mountain, so which is open throughout the entire year. So because I was hoping to get on Tatsu and New Revolution, some of the rides that I missed out on, because they weren't open when I went. So I'm hoping Tatsu will be open, New Revolution will be open, and Batman the Ride, which I wasn't too sad about Batman the Ride because it's just a cloned ride, and I've been on the one in St. Louis, so. But I think it's a mirrored version, so it'd be slightly different. I think it is. I think it's mirrored. Yeah, I definitely should look that up, and if I can't find anything, I'd hate to call because, I have my telephobia. They all will be open. Will they be open in late January? Because that's when we're thinking about going, late January. Oh, I know. Well, I'm going to be going anyways, so if it doesn't work, we'll just have to buy a day pass or something, which is fine. But, like, if I don't have to do that, that'd be great. I'm just saying, like, if I already have access and stuff, that would be fantastic. Unless they got it down for See, when I went, Tatsu was closed because they were still doing the painting, repainting it and stuff. So that's why Tatsu was closed. New Revolution, I'm not sure why it was closed. It was closed both the days that we went. I think it just might have been annual maintenance or something. I don't know if actually, maybe they were having maintenance issues or if it was just annual maintenance. Because obviously rides do have to shut down throughout the year to have annual maintenance done on them if they're open year round. That's how it's got to be, so. Flamingo Land has an SNS El Loco, a Vekoma booster bike. Oh, nice. Best SLC. Okay. Intamin tin inversion with lap bars and 3 kitty. Oh, I think I know the Intamin you're talking about. The tin inversion coaster. Yeah, I think I've seen that one for sure. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Knott's. I had such a negative experience. I didn't like not with the park itself. I had a negative experience kind of when I went to Knott's, mostly because the crowds there sucked. Not like it wasn't like it was pretty busy, but it wasn't like overly busy. But like it wasn't super crowded. But just the people visiting weren't the greatest. It was mostly like a lot of teens that did a lot of line jumping, which kind of sucked. And it didn't help that the the operations were really slow too. Like that was the one complaint I had about Knott's was their operations are slow, man. Super slow. Like they do not have a sense of urgency of getting those trains out quick. That's for sure. Like it's one thing to be slow, but they were like mega slow, like overly slow. It was just kind of annoying, but. And because of it, they had, it wasn't like super busy at the park, but they still had decent lines because of how slow the operations were. I only got one ride on Ghost Rider, which sucked. I wanted to ride it again, but it just had an obnoxious it had the longest line in the park the entire day. Like, it was just an annoying long line, and I didn't want to wait in it again, that's the ride we hit first, so like we waited a little bit, but we didn't have to wait too long because it was the first ride we went to. We tried to get there quick. And then Hang Time had a pretty good line for the most of the day. It kind of varied. Accelerator's line was fairly short, actually. So I got to ride Accelerator, so that was fun. I only did one ride on Accelerator, though. So thankfully I got that credit. Only got one ride on Silver Bullet. Barely even made it, too. Like, we were going so slowly through the park that we barely even got to Silver Bullet. It was actually a night ride, so my first ride on Silver Bullet was a night ride. But it was fun. It was actually a really good B&M invert. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I got to ride Accelerator before it closed. So, thankfully I got to ride Accelerator. And it was pretty good. Didn't get to ride Montezuma's Revenge. It was closed for its refurbishment. I missed it by a week, I think. It actually just closed. So that kind of sucked, but, it is what it is. And then their other family coaster that they had was not worth the wait, whatever it was. What was it called? It's right next to Montezuma's Revenge. I forgot the name of it. It had an obnoxiously super long line. Jaguar. I thought it was Jaguar. That sounded wrong for some reason. Like, it sounded right, but it sounded wrong. Have you ever had that? Like, I think it's called Jaguar, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember if it was called Jaguar. Yeah, it had a super obnoxiously long line, and it was not worth it, and it went down right before we got on, and so we waited it out, because I'm like, we've already been waiting for so long for this ride. I got my credit on it, and I was gone. Like, it was just, I couldn't understand why Jaguar had such a long line, but when I got to the station, I understood why. Their operations suck so badly. The operations are so bad. That's why their line's so long. And I think they were only running one train, too, which also didn't help. I don't know if they can run multiple on that ride or not, but they might only be able to run one, but it's got a fairly long... I think it had a pretty long ride cycle, too, so that also doesn't help. Yeah, their operations were just awful. Not just Jaguar, but, like, Jaguar in particular is probably the worst operations, and then, like, the rest of the park just had crappy operations. Sierra Signwater was fun. I only got one ride on it, too. Most of the rides I only got one ride on, except Hang Time. Hang Time I got multiple rides on because I was able to get in there because its line got down pretty short a few times, so I was able to get a few more rides on that, which was nice. But a lot of them I just got the credit. Unfortunately, so I want to go back and maybe kind of re-ride some of these rides again. So, have you rode Outlaw at Adventureland, Iowa? I have not been to Adventureland. No. A lot of parks I still need to get out to that I have not been to yet. That is for sure. I need to get around. There's so many parks I need to get to. I want to go to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I want to go to Hershey Park. So many I need to get to. I know you don't like water rides, but when you go in January, don't miss out on Timber Mountain Log Ride. It's my favorite water ride ever. We might get on it. I didn't get on it last time, but maybe we'll get on it this time. For sure. I don't ride water rides very often, but but I do sometimes. See the thing for the subscription for Planko DLC. Yeah, someone mentioned it a little while ago. I didn't like, I didn't read too much up on it, but, let me see. Subscription Pass. Take your creativity to thrilling new heights. I'm just gonna click on it and see what it says. So what is the subscription? New Heights with Planet Coaster Subscription Pass. Subscribe now to access all 11 existing paid DLCs and complete your experience of the acclaimed Planet Coaster without buying each expansion and content pack separately. Build and design the ultimate coaster park with parallel. So you can like do a subscription to it, which is $5 a month. I'm glad I just bought them all individually, so I don't have to do that. But that's nice. That's definitely not a bad idea for people that just want to try out the DLC. You know, maybe for a month they might try out the DLC. Not a bad idea. At least there's something new for Planet Coaster. It's not what we want, but, you know, I already own all the DLC, so I prefer one-time payments. I hate subscriptions. So, like, I see how this could be beneficial to some people that don't have all the DLC, but maybe they want to just try out the DLC. I mean, $25 for 6 months? You know, it's not too bad. Hey, Poa. Welcome back. I do wish they were kind of like... I do wish they would still update the game, like, just patches, like, at least, like, I know they're not doing DLC anymore, but, like, I wish they still kind of, like, would fix some of the bugs and, like, just kind of, like, overall, just keep updating the game. That's one thing I kind of wish they would have kept doing and didn't just completely abandon the entire thing, so, but it is nice to see activity, you know, on the Steam Workshop for Planet Coaster. You know, something actually happening. You know, they actually posted an update. You know, hey, we're doing something with Planet Coaster. You know, it's just a subscription pass, but hey, at least that's something. I will take that over, I guess, nothing. You know, they haven't done anything with Planet Coaster for so long. So, a lot of parks are doing that with the season pass, and I'm just like, yeah, just let me pay it. Oh, please. Like, that's what I like. That's how I prefer on games, like, because I don't want to pay for this game forever while I play it. I just want to pay one big fee, done, I own the game, I don't want to have to do it. You know, that's what I hate about a lot of MMOs and stuff. You have to pay monthly, or you have to pay every 6 months, whatever. Like, you have to continuously keep giving them money to play the game. So if it's a game you're really into and you're playing it a lot, instead of just paying one time $60, you're going to be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, over the course of however many years just to play one game. And I feel like it should just be one thing and over with. I hate subscriptions sometimes. I can understand it for like streaming services, you know, that's kind of different, but like Game Pass or something like that, that's fine. Like those subscriptions are fine. That's totally fine. Like pay this much monthly and you get access to all these games, and we add games all the time. Like Game Pass, that's totally fine. Like streaming services, streaming stuff, that absolutely is fine. But when it comes to like individual games, like if I just want to buy an individual game, yeah, I don't want to have to continuously pay for it. You know what I mean? Game Pass is a really good idea, and I think it's something that's going to go, like, it's going to be that's going to be the future of like games and stuff. I think is stuff like Game Pass. You know, like maybe Steam will eventually have some sort of Game Pass or something. See, I think those are great ideas. I like that. You know, I personally like that because you get access. You pay this much a month, and you get access to so many games. You know, that is totally fine. Because, like, if you're to buy all those games individually, you can try out new games, basically, for no cost. Kind of, you know. Whew. What's up, Kenneth? How's it going? The coaster's been stuck on the lift for a while. Maybe they need an evac. Probably, actually, yeah. It's been stuck up there since the beginning of the stream, actually. Most of your games are on Game Pass. Yeah, I have Game Pass on Xbox, which is really, really cool. Really, really neat. Is there a good water... You make your soul piece? Like, just water in general? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think there's any water... Really any water stuff. Game Pass, you gotta get Human Fall Flat off of it. Yeah, I have it on Steam, but if it's not cross-platform, I can get it for Xbox since I have Game Pass as well. So I should have access on. I should have access to it on Xbox as well. Create new games, just like nah, but it's okay because I did not pay for it. Yeah. That is kind of the nice thing for Poa for mod. Poa, do you want to be a mod? You want to be a mod? Yeah, it's a job. It's a job. You know, speaking of mods, I have not seen any bots on this. I have not seen any bots on this stream yet. I don't think we had any last stream either. Ooh. You've already got 3 jobs. Oh, I am really happy that you're back, and I do want you to stay, so. As long as you'll be back often. Maybe I'll make you a mod. Okay? But your job's gonna be, you know, get rid of the bots and spam and stuff like that. You think, as long as you think you can handle that, you know, and you're here, you know, at least once in a while. See you in 2 months sound good. Yeah, I hate bots too, so. That's the only thing, is like, I don't expect you to be at every stream, obviously, but like, as long as you're here, you know, fairly often. You'll be here. Alright, I'm trusting you. You ready for this? Because Pose, you've been around the channel for so long, and I'm really happy to see you back, and I want you to stay back. Big W. He got his mod. As I'm speaking about it, Coaster Room, do you want to be a mod too? You've been here. You're here all the time. I honestly wouldn't mind making you a mod too. If you would like to be one. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Like I trust you, man. I've even met you in person, so I feel comfortable with it. Look at all these mods. Almost everyone's become all these mods. Those bots aren't gonna stand a chance. Brenda, what's up? How's it going? How are only 13 people here? I'm not sure. You know, actually, that's not too bad. Usually, typically we get closer to 20, but you know, that's not bad. Maybe eventually we'll have hundreds of viewers someday. Maybe at one time. But in the meantime, I'll take what I can get. I enjoy you guys, so. Start giving you points for how many bots you eliminate. Now, I'll start giving you guys golden stars. I'll start giving you guys golden stars. Look at that, Coaster, we got the moderator thing next to you. Look at all these mods. Look at all these guys. Whoever gets the points gets a sneak peek at the Windleverse server. You get a mod scoreboard. You want a gold star? Everyone wants a gold star. Guess what, Joe? What? Can I be a mod? Gray, if you want to be a mod, since I haven't seen you in here very much yet, just continue to come to the streams and, like, for instance, Coaster Room's been coming to almost every stream all the time, and, you know, it's become a usual, you know? But if you do want to, that's kind of like, if people want to be mods, that's kind of like how I kind of view it. Like, if you're here very often and you're kind of like a usual viewer and you're interested in being a mods, you know, I'll keep that into account and stuff. But because these guys have been on the channel for so long and they're at almost nearly every stream, so that's kind of how I make that decision as well. It's not something that just like, if you ask for it, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, it's just like, I'm gonna see how often you're here, and if you become a usual and, you know, really big part of the community and channel, you know, absolutely, you know, I'll consider it. What is this song? How far is Mizzou from SDC? I don't actually know. How do you become a Discord mod? I'll just leave that one in a mystery. When is my next stream? I'm gonna try and get back into streaming a lot. Daily. I don't really have much of a schedule, unfortunately. Now I'm not saying you gotta be here like every single stream, but if you're here often, if you catch quite a few streams, you know. If I start seeing your name pop up more often, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, mods aren't like, because some people just want to be mod just to be a mod, you know, but I want to make, you know, mods have a job to do. That's the point of them. They get rid of bots and spammers and stuff like that, you know. It's kind of like a volunteer job. If you're still here in 2030, potentially, yes. That'd be 8 more years, Silas. How do you get your mods without installing anything? It's just a YouTube thing. All I gotta do is click on your name and add moderator. That's all there is to it. And then you have access to delete messages and stuff. Like spammers and stuff, catching all that stuff. Putting users in timeouts and stuff like that. You were a mod for a streamer who averaged like 300 viewers a stream. Nice. Cool. I'm not really, I don't have many mods. I have mods for my wife, or my wife's channel and stuff. I'm a mod on her Twitch and everything like that, but I'm not one that really wants to mod chats. That's just me. Like, I just want to enjoy streams, you know. Oh, well, you're making a new park? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Silas is asking, the whole, remove the trims thing. Uh-oh, Poe is pro trims. Pro trims, uh-oh. Oh, Planet Coaster mods, got you. I thought you meant, like, moderator, sorry. You're gonna have to install something. There's just no getting around that. You have to install the mod manager. There's no way of getting mods without installing stuff. Like, otherwise, there's no way to put mods into the game without installing. You have to install mods. Like, that's the whole thing with mods. You have to install stuff. So there's no way around that. Like, you can't do that. The closest you could not really get. Not really, but there's not really a way to do it without installing anything. Can I run a Black Friday sale for the remove the trims shirts? I don't know if we'll have a Black Friday sale. I'm not sure on that one, but is there any on the Steam Workshop? Not really. The closest you have is the Theme Maker's Toolkit, which is, you know, like 3D models and stuff, and that you can import into the game. That's kind of the closest you can get without installing anything. And basically, you are installing those through the Steam Workshop when you click subscribe to those items, but oh, you finished your first coaster on your Pohara Latte. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that. Especially one loves gondolas, and so do I. Gondolas, yeah, they're pretty fun. Pretty good. I haven't been on a whole ton of them, but... Okay, well, I think what we're gonna do here... I'm not gonna stream for too much longer. I'm probably gonna... Let's get rid of stage depth for a moment. I'm gonna change this up. We are at 1 p.m. Good. I'll give you guys some POVs. I didn't do that last stream, so for those that haven't seen these. Your new park is much better than yours. It's debatable. Just a simple kiddie coaster. It's a drop into a helix and it breaks one. Another helix and breaks. Hey, that's where you want to start. You're just that good at playing a coaster. I believe it, Paul. You're a master. You finally got the ride to work. Wow. What ride? Zip and Pippin vibes. Nice. Park is better than Fluffy's. He isn't very good. Them fighting words, man. How tall is your wooden coaster? I was thinking of having another wood coaster made. I think it is... How tall is it? It is... 123 feet. Can I share some pictures in the Discord soon? Yeah. Pony Express, probably as many times as I've ridden it. Wow. It's probably a lot then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Poe's in Cali, yeah. He's obsessed with Pony Express. Discord called just JLW Games. JLW Games Discord server. See if I can get a... I think if you go to the Discord, or if you go into the description, there's an invite link there if you want to join it. So just go into the description of the stream. Should be in there, I believe. My opinion on Pony? I enjoyed it. I only got one ride on it, but I thought it was fun. It was a really good ride. A little short, but it was fun. Two wooden coasters for the start of Windleverse. Nice. Your coaster got stuck on the loop? I just now saw that. Sorry, I missed your comment or your chat there. Oh gosh. Pony Express looks dumb. Wow, them fighting words, Silas. That's the best launch coaster at Knott's right now. Technically, yes. But yeah, we're thinking about going back to California in late January. So that'll be pretty fun to get back out there, and within the same year actually. So, because last time we went was in February, so Jess really wants to go back out to California. So. I had some other theme parks near me. Only one, two, Six Flags Texas parks, and they're both over a 2-hour drive. Yikes, that's kind of rough. Thankfully, I live about 15 minutes away from Sodor City, so that's why I work there too. So. Joy Life. My gosh, you guys are fighting. Mod fight. Calm down, calm down. What happened to the big red arrow looper? I don't know if if you're talking about this park. There never was one in this park. Big red arrow looper. I've made a lot of those in a lot of parks, so 45 minutes from Flamingo Land. That's not too bad. Mod chaos. Mwahahaha. It's Fluffy's evil laugh. The one with Thunderhead. I'm still lost. No, we don't need another one fighting. Unless it's a bot. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Give me a random element. Let's go Flying Snake Dive. I don't know why that's the first one that came to mind, but that's... Oh, here we go. Maniac Mouse. The best coaster on park. Oh, we gotta go Sea View for this one. Wind Valley Forest? So you're talking about Wind Valley Park, right? If you're talking about the Arrow Looper there, it got removed for Lightning Chaser. I like the views of the corkscrew here. That's the only thing this ride does, is give you good views of parts of the park. That's all this ride's good for. Yeah, I think you're talking about the Arrow Looper that was in Wind Valley Park was called Stormbreaker. And it's no longer in the park now, but it got removed. It was the first major coaster removed, and it got removed for Lightning Chaser, the Intamin multi-launch. That view of the corkscrew, it looks great. And ready? Dump! I don't know why they slam into each other, but they do. It's kind of funny. 1 penny, huh? $1,000? That's a little bit closer. So far behind on the Wind Valley series. Well, now's the time to get caught up because I haven't been doing any new episodes in a while, so it's kind of a little bit on a break. You know, I still got 2 more episodes to do for this current season, but... Name of the new project? Windleverse. Steel Vengeance Day 1 be like, oh. You know, Outlaw Run has never had a collision issue, but it could. That's the scary... That is one scary part about Outlaw Run. It could have a collision issue if we're not allowed to run 2 trains in the rain, because our second train actually slides through the transfer track, like, pretty far. It actually, like, the brakes stop, everything stops fine, but when it gets to the block section, or, like, where it stops on the transfer track, it actually starts sliding really far. A lot further than we want it to. So, when it starts raining and we're running 2 trains, we have to drop a train immediately. It's gotten a little close to the other train, and it doesn't even throw a fault either, which is crazy because it's not in its normal spot when it slides through. So fun fact on that, I don't know if it's RMC or the company that does the drive wheels, because I'm pretty sure those are separate companies. But it just slips through it when it's wet. It's kind of stupid. So I'm like, oh, they didn't design that well. RMC Thunderhead. I don't think I would RMC Thunderhead, personally. I'm sure it would be a great ride, but Mississippi Mouse. It's not abandoned. I'm not fooling anyone. Trash the ride. No, we're not renaming it to Trash the Ride. I'm not gonna do it. Don't force advance. I'm about to play my game. I'm actually about to get off here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I feel like we did good stuff today. We haven't been doing anything in a while, but I think that looks pretty nice. Slowly but surely, we're gonna get there. So I'm pretty excited for this. I hope you guys are as well. So Mississippi Monster. I've been thinking about doing Mississippi Monster, something like that, but pretty good name suggestion. But thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully we'll be back again tomorrow. I work tomorrow, so if I do stream, it's gonna be a little bit late. Yeah, maybe we'll play some Human Fall Flat on stream. That'd be fun. That could be a good idea. Or Fall Guys. That's probably what will be tomorrow. Something that's not Planet Coaster for a little bit. The Discord should be in the description, so just go in the description and look for the Discord there. The link's in there, so if you want to join the Discord. And it should still be valid. Let me double check to make sure that link still works. I think it does. It should be a link that should be one that doesn't expire. Should be. It looks like it does work, yes. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. It's not there? It is. I just checked it. It's under the links in the description. So if you go to the description, expand the description, and it's the first link, Discord server. Here, I'll post it here for you in case you can't find it. There it is right there. So you can click on it right there if you can't find it. Really cool seeing some more people getting into the Discord, though. I like seeing that. Got it. Sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at that. That's 4 more people into the Discord. I like to see it. Trying to get some more active people in there. We have like over 100 people in the Discord, but like not only a fair few of them are actually active in the Discord, so, and a lot of people just come and go, so, but hopefully you enjoy the Discord. And for Windleverse updates, they'll be in there because the Windleverse is gonna be its own Discord server. It's gonna be completely separate, so. But alright guys, I think I'm gonna head out here for now. Thank you guys for joining me on another awesome stream, and we'll be back again hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys very, very soon. So it's gonna be a cold day tomorrow, so maybe with a little bit of luck, maybe I can get home a little bit earlier. Don't know if that will happen or not, but maybe it will. Maybe it won't. We shall see. So if I get home a little bit early, that'll be great. It could. Let me check the weather. Let's see how it's looking. Let's check the weather. I'm going to see how tomorrow is. Alright, tomorrow, the high still says 37. It has to be 37 degrees to open Outlaw Run, so it's going to be right on the edge. And I've always noticed that on the app, it always runs colder on the park than what my app always says on my phone. So it says it's going to get up to 39. So typically it's a few degrees colder than that. Oh gosh, it's going to get cold really fast. Like, even if we do open, we are going to shut down again. We'll only be open for a few hours if that does happen. But by opening, we open at 1. It could be warm enough by the time we open. By the time the park opens, but we're only going to be open for a handful of hours, like 3 or 4 hours maybe. And then we're going to shut back down again. It looks like. Because if the park closes at 9 p.m., it's going to be 29 degrees. So I think we're going to get off. I might get off early tomorrow. I think that's going to happen. So, because if it does get too cold, they're going to start sending us home and everything. Yes, I do work at SDC. I work at Outlaw Run, the RMC. First ground up RMC. So yeah, I'll probably get off early as long as the weather does do what it says there. So, and then maybe we'll probably stream tomorrow if I get there. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. You know the drill. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you're already subscribed. We're so close to 8. We're about to hit just a couple. We're only a couple subs away from 8,300. Let me see if we've actually hit it. I know sometimes I gain subs during streams, so. Excuse me. I need to go to YouTube Studio. Where are we at? Oh, we're right at 8,300. Thank you, guys. We just hit 8,300. Right on the money. 8,300. Sweet. That's another 100 down. Yeah. Great, you sub. Nice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. We had like 6,000 some odd subscribers at the beginning of the year, and the fact that we've gained over 2,000 in this year alone is awesome. You just joined the stream. I'm so sorry, Christian. We're about to leave, so we'll be back again hopefully tomorrow. So, but thank you guys for the new subs. Thank you guys. I love seeing a lot of the new faces in there, a lot of new names in there that I don't usually see. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys that are just joined the Discord. You guys are awesome. But I'm gonna get off here. So appreciate you guys, and we'll be back very, very soon. If you missed the stream, you can watch it back after we stop here. And because the whole stream always gets uploaded to YouTube if you do want to rewatch it. So thank you guys, and make sure you have a great day. And it'll be cooler tomorrow, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Goodbye.